What up, party people? Woo! I'm gonna open with that a lot, I think. I don't know, it just gets me amped up for the video. And I'm gonna start out with a shout out to my grip tape sponsor, Tuck Tape. His name's Jordan. I put his website in my description almost every video. Check him out for your fingerboard grip tape needs. And today's video is about me ranting, because people love rants. And today I saw something that reminded me of something that I decided that I want to complain about today. And it's homeless people with animals. Why on earth if you cannot barely feed yourself, are you going to attempt to keep your animal from which you had when you had a home? Now, I don't have anything against homeless people. Not at all. What you guys don't know is your boy Kenneth G here was homeless for about a year, but you never would have known it because I bought a shower pass from a gym, took showers all the time, and the only time you would have known it is because of my big huge book bag. And you know, I ain't homeless now. I managed to get out, and you know, and it's funny. And there's people that have one thing that bothers me is you know, there's a couple ways to make money when you're homeless. You can spange, which is basically going around asking for money and creative ways, because you have to be creative, because I understand not a lot of you people out there are exposed to homeless people because some of you live in cold climates, but out here in San Diego it's a thing. People you know, hit a point in their lives where homelessness may occur, so they come to a warm weather climate like San Diego, for instance. So you know, a lot of people get stuck and stranded here and are homeless. Don't let them fool you. There is a lot of services for homeless people. Trust me, I was there. I know. But you gotta be creative when you're asking for money out there, and you know, not everyone's telling the truth. But what kills me is when the people are out there with their animals spanging, and you see them sitting on the sidewalk, they're sitting with their dogs, and they got on their little sign, my dog needs food, you know, and they're trying to get money for them. And you know, not everyone out there is a drug addict or an alcoholic, but there's a lot that are. Some people just fall on hard times. But it's funny when you see more dog food than anyone could ever buy in a month piled up right next to them because of that sign. You may as well have been truthful and was like, yo, I need money for a beer, I need money for my next fix, and please, dog food would help too. And you know what? If I suddenly went homeless again, my cat Max would go to a good home, and I would make sure of it, because I wouldn't want to take anyone down with me suffering. And there's another thing. When you're asking for change and you're homeless, and it kills me, people will stay in a certain area and just ask people. And you know, when you come up to me and ask for change, I'm a nice guy, you know, I go out and, you know, I give when I can. But don't ask me 2 minutes later. You know, that just tells me that your mind is not at the optimum level to operate, that you can't remember that you asked me 2 minutes prior to when you just asked me. Are you kidding? Oh, and there is one guy up here by the 7-Eleven. I get coffee every morning. I know for a fact he takes the money, because I've given him money before, and he goes and buys a lottery ticket. Yo, if you're asking for money and you need food, you're going to buy a lottery ticket? Man, the odds on scratch-off lottery tickets are astronomical, and you're not going to get rich by them. So that's pretty much an unhealthy addiction, and it's a ridiculous addiction. So yeah, I told that guy face to face, hey, I know you're not getting food or anything to drink with the money, so you're never getting money from me. Don't ask me, because I know you go straight and buy freaking lottery tickets. And scratch off lottery tickets at that. Wow. Okay, yeah, and he still asks me. I'm like, yo, you gotta be kidding me, bro. I'm about to, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a picture and I'm gonna give it to him next time and be like, look, keep this in your pocket and make a list of people I should not ask for money. And you know, when you go up to people, you know, before your day, just look through it and make sure when you see me, don't ask. Because there's a lot of people out there I give money to, you know, when I have it. You know, I'm a generous guy. You know, I help people out when I can. But that guy never gets it. You know, there's creative ways to do it, there's stupid ways to do it, and his is a stupid way. And another thing, come on people, it doesn't take much to figure out that there is a million services out there for homelessness. If I can get off the streets, you can get off the streets. But people, I want to urge, there is one serious thing about it. If you encounter a homeless person, don't think down on them. Don't put them in a class lower than you, like they're under your shoe. Because you know what? I've encountered some really smart people out there. I've actually encountered people that own restaurants, own like a city block. And they're mentally ill, so they choose to live outside. And I know this for a fact because I've talked to the people that work for them. And they told me, yeah, he owns this place, he owns this whole block. But, you know, he just decides to live outside. That's his choice. I've met some geniuses outside. It's ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous. They don't think it's ridiculous. That's just how they decide to live. And then there's people out there that'll straight take advantage of them because they know they have money, or make fun of them because they're homeless. You know what? There's people out there that just run into hard times. And if your boy can run into hard times, anyone can run into hard times. So, you know, you kids in school, study hard, do what you do, go to college, and, you know, make sure you do something with your life, you know. I made the choice. I made the choice to be homeless when it happened to me. I could have stayed with a parent or something, but that's just, pride got in the way. I said I'd rather be homeless, hopped on a bus, came out here. And even when I got out here, I actually found somewhere to stay for a year. I cooked breakfast for an international hostel for about a year, and for my place, I was able to volunteer and cook breakfast for over 100 travelers. A hostel. It's not the movie. It's, you know, people don't get killed and, you know, sold and murdered. Hostels are for international travelers, and it's a cheap way to get a room for the night. You may have to share it with 5 other people with bunk beds, but you know, that's the thing with youth hostels. Party Central. Oh my God! If you ever go to one of those places, whoo! A million different cultures thrown at your face all at once. It's pretty hard to handle, especially for a year. So, well, when that point came, choosing to be homeless wasn't a hard choice. Plus, I'm from the East Coast. I'm actually from West Virginia, about 2 miles from Pennsylvania, 2 miles from Ohio. I tell everyone I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm about 15 miles away from there is where I grew up. But I'm used to camping, so it was like urban camping. You know, I went out in the trees and, you know, did everyday things. You know, you don't have many choices to make money because getting a job is hard when you're homeless. Know that. Know this. When you don't have an address to put down on an employment application, it's a little hard to persuade people to give you a job. That's for sure. So I guess what it is, you know, if you're homeless, give your animal up for adoption. Find a person that can take care of your animal, because if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of an animal, and that animal does not deserve to be out there, because you know what? That animal is more confined outside than they've ever been in your one-room apartment that you probably lived in, or even bigger. I don't know how big your place was, but you know what? That dog is on a leash all day, a leash this big, and it could barely walk around. Yeah, the dog's outside, but if you're down here in the city trying to ask for money, that dog is on a leash all freaking day long. And that's horrible for an animal to live in. I can't stand it. So, if you got to be homeless, put your animal up for adoption, or I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get ya. There are ways out. You just gotta think creative, be creative, know you're a creative person, and you can make things happen. That's what we're trying to do on this channel, y'all. We're trying to make things happen. We're trying to get people to watch. We're trying to raise up the fingerboard community. Every time you watch a KG Fingerflip Kniff G video, just remember, we're raising the fingerboard community up. You know, we're going to be seen by everybody, because if I get up there and I get all those followers, you know what, more people are going to know about our culture and what we're trying to do here, and you know, we don't need to, you know, people don't need to be made fun of because of what they do, and those homeless people don't deserve to be made fun of because families hit hard times and things happen. But I'm gonna tell you one thing: I'd rather stay out on the ground than in a homeless shelter, because those homeless shelters are worse than Skid Row up in LA. Guaranteed, there's everything up in a homeless shelter. Drugs, alcohol, people stealing your stuff, people fighting. It's gross, it's nasty. Things you see in movies, they're true. Anyway, that concludes this rant. If y'all have any ideas of what you might want me to rant about in the next rant, throw it in the comments. You know, I listen to them all, and I try to reply to every single one of them. You know, we're active on Instagram. This is what we're doing here. Anyway, I thank you for calling through your internet cables to see me, Kniff G, aka KG Fingerflip. Peace.
Woo! Did I get you? Well, I think there's a couple of things I forgot to say. You know, me encountering what I did out there on the streets. There's not many things you can do for money. There's you can collect cans, you can spange, you can find things in dumpsters and sell them. A lot of people turn to selling drugs, and your boy has seen a lot out there. I've seen guns and people pointed at guns and guns pointed at me, and all kinds of other things that are just things that you guys don't need to see. So a lot of my videos have a point. My point is, stay in school, you know, think about your life, make sure you're doing what you're doing, and stay on track, because you don't want to encounter these things. You know, I may have learned a lot from my experiences in life. That's why I'm blessed now. I have a clear head. I think really positive, and I want to spread the positivity to y'all, so y'all can make more informed decisions and be a lot more positive. So, you know, I just wanted to add that in there. Not too much you can do out there to make money, so people resort to illegal things. Your boy didn't have to, thank God, thank the Lord. But other people, you know, the longer they're out there, the more their eye turns and towards the illegal things, and y'all don't want to experience that at all. So you know, keep your head on straight, and stay passionate about what you do. You can do anything you put your mind to. Believe that. Straight from my heart to yours. So, you know, that's the end. Also, I wanted to shout out Butter Brand. Paul, I forgot to shout you out too in the beginning, so there you go. Alright, peeps. Next time. Peace.